I'm going to be attempting to move my shed here, goat shed, from one pasture to the other. The reason I'm not pulling it is because I built it a little too wide to go through my gates comfortably. So I'm going to try to lift it first, and if that doesn't work, then yes, I will. I'll just drag it and we'll see if it gets through the gates. So here we go. I'm going to try to, got some straps, I'll put straps on all four corners, try to pick it up with the front end loader, and then see what we can do with it from there. We'll see how it goes. Well, we decided to pull it behind the tractor, and getting through the gates was real interesting. We had like a ½ an inch to spare. Had to use crowbar to move it over here and there and kind of get it catty cornered through one side of the gate and then turn it around. It was interesting. Sorry I'm shaking. But anyway, we got it done, and we're moving it to its new home. Sheep are waiting on us. Where's my new house? Well, I got to move down here. Kind of boogered up the sheet metal just a little bit. Picking it up with the front end loader to put the blocks. I got some blocks under it. Here and here. This cross piece is a 2x6. Actually, it's two 2x4s, and I wanted to sit it up on that because sitting it just, even though they're womanized, sitting it on them, laying on the ground, they don't last long. Womanized is not what womanized used to be. So, but here it is. It's not pretty, you know. I painted it about a year or so ago. Got a video on that showing the airless paint sprayer I have. This is the original, this is not the original greenhouse, but it was in the original greenhouse video called Texas Prepper's Greenhouse, and I believe at the time I had some ducks in it. But I have chicken wire, I don't know whether you can see that, but chicken wire. I got the cattle pans, of course, but there's chicken wire there too, because I did have it as a chicken pen, and had retrofitted it for a chicken pen. This was going to be a door here where I can lift up, or still it is a door where I can lift it up, and I was going to have my laying box on the inside where I wouldn't have to go inside because it's only about 4 feet tall. This one is 12 feet wide, 16-foot cattle panel. That's a 16-foot cattle panel, but it's only 12 feet wide, which makes about a 4-foot height. Maybe it's a little more than 4 feet. I don't know. I don't have a tape measure with me, and just going to guess at it, but I'm going to say 4.5 maybe. Built it basically the same way, and I've got, again, I've got I think a better video of that. It is featured also this is all sheet metal. How to put the sheet metal, the corrugated metal, on it is featured in the ebook and in the PDF. So how to attach that is, in other words, in that I was on the inside of it and showed you how to attach the metal to it. So, but we got it back here in the back. There is my back fence there. I don't know whether you can see it right there. So this is the very back of my place. It's where the sheep really like to hang out, and so it'll give them a place to go during storms and such. I've got it under fairly close to a couple of good-sized trees there to give it some western shade, afternoon shade on the west side. Those trees are on the west side of this, so it'll give it some western shade. Plus this, if they want to get in it, they'll have some shade from this also. But I imagine they'll get in it only in storms and such. And maybe I can drive around and show you the front of it. But I think you can see probably the chicken wire a little better right there because I kind of got a little overspray on it when I painted it. Kind of boogered the cattle panel up there a little bit with the fork when I was putting the straps on it and when I was lifting it up. But I got some concrete, some old pieces of slab that I had, and just raised it up on the ends. This you know, that just gives it, gets it off the ground. I've got those eye bolts. See that eye bolt right there, right in the center of the picture, and an eye bolt on the other side, right there. And I can pull it by that, but this was going to be a heavy-duty pull. This is about a pull. We pulled it about 300, 400 yards across the dam, where only this, the dam was kind of concave like this, and only this was touching, and this was getting real close to the water, and it was just an excellent moment. But we got it over here. So anyway, this is it. They'll get in here. Hopefully, storm comes. Hopefully they won't mind stepping over because that was laying on the ground. That's what they're used to, and now it's sitting up about 4 inches. So they can step over it. Don't know that Jack will want to get in it, but he might. Who knows? There's room for him now. It's a little bit more of a little taller headroom, and I forgot the blocks is under it. So that is probably, let me see here. Maybe I can, I'll tell you what, that may be closer to 5 feet. Not quite 5, but more than 4.5 probably. I'll try to measure it and put an annotation down there right now that says about how high it is. I had originally some crossbars inside for roosts because I was going to make it a chicken house, and of course framed up the rear and put the metal on the rear too. So I'm out here on my camera. If I'm shaking a little bit, just overlook it. But I got it back here where the sheep live, where they stays, and back here on the golf cart. This is the other side of it, and it's sitting up, looking pretty decent. I'm not going to see it anyway. I can't see it from the house. The house is right through those trees, right about there, and I don't even think during the wintertime when those trees don't have leaves on it, I'm going to be able to see it. So I'll let my neighbors look at it. Let my neighbors look at it, not me. Anyway, and anyhow, that is that's it. Got her moved. It was interesting. At times we had to. I was pulling it. My son-in-law was over here with when we were trying to get it through a gate post. And I mean, it was really wider than my gate post. So we had to kind of pull one side through first, and then catty corner it and pull the other side through. And he was over here with a crowbar trying to, pry it up to where it'll get inside that post. And it took some work. It took some work, but we got it down there. It's 12 feet 1 inch wide, and I think my posts were 12.1 or 12.1.5 or something like that. So it was a very tight fit. But we got her done. The sheep got somewhere to go. Jack does if he wants to. And I guess that's it. We got her moved.